Welcome to Live Smart. Good morning, all. Who will cry when you die? Part 6. Chapters 51 to 60. 51. Drink fresh fruit juice. The foods you consume affects your moods as well as the clarity of your thinking. This is why the ancient sages ate only light foods. They knew that anything more would disturb the perfectly peaceful minds they had worked so hard to cultivate and disrupt their meditations on the true meaning of life. If you owned an expensive Formula One race car, you wouldn't think of fueling it with anything less than premium-grade gas. Anything else would reduce its performance. So why would you put anything less than the best foods into your body, which is an even more valuable performance vehicle? Eating the wrong foods, in large quantities, will reduce your energy level, affect your health, and prevent your mind from serving you to its fullest capacity. Realizing that for every greasy lunch you have, you will suffer a corresponding reduction in your level of motivation and effectiveness is the first step to developing more disciplined eating habits. One of the best strategies I can share with you to boost both your energy level and your mood is to get into the daily habit of drinking fresh fruit juice. On the counter of our kitchen at home sits one of my prized possessions, one that has added years to my life and life to my years, my juice machine. Investing in a juicer and discovering the life-giving value of fresh juice is a smart move. The juices you can make taste great, and I cannot begin to describe how wonderful you will feel once you start drinking a glass of strawberry, apple or orange, grape juice every morning before you leave for work. The best book I have found on the subject of juicing is The Juice Man's Power of Juicing by JAICO. The recipes Kodich shares in this book are worth the price alone. 52. Create a pure environment. One of the timeless truths of successful living can be stated simply: your thoughts from your world. What you focus on in your life grows, what you think about expands, and what you dwell on determines your destiny. Life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It gives you just about what you expect from it. As Helen Keller said, no pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new heaven to the human spirit. Given this principle, the first step to becoming a happier, more serene person is to manage your thoughts and purify your thinking. One of the best ways to begin this inner work is to improve the quality of your personal environment. After a speech I gave to a large gathering in San Francisco, an elderly woman slowly walked up to me and held my hand, as people in their golden years often do. Looking straight into my eyes, she said, "Mr. Sharma, I have listened to your insights for living a better life for the past hour, and I agree with everything you have said. For many years I have understood that our surroundings shape our moods, our thoughts and our dreams. And so, in every room of my little house, I have a bouquet of freshly cut flowers. I am not a wealthy woman, but this is one luxury I would never do without." This woman knew that a first-class environment is an investment, not an expense. Take a good, hard look at your environment. Your thoughts are shaped by the people you associate with, by the books you read, by the words you speak, and by your daily physical surroundings. Are you spending your time at work with negative people? If so, they will eventually make you negative and cynical. Are you watching violent TV shows and mindless videos at home? If so, your mind will grow restless and noisy. Is the space you work in bright, colorful, and inspiring? Over the coming weeks, take steps to make the environment you work and live in a better one. You will quickly detect improvements in the way you think, feel, and act. 53. Walk in the woods. You will never go wrong by spending time enjoying nature. There is something particularly special about walking in the woods. Your steps will feel lighter, A deep sense of inner quiet will flood your entire body, and your creativity will flood your entire body, and your creativity will flourish. As the famed Italian architect and painter Leonardo da Vinci said, "Through the window of the eye, the soul regards the world's beauty." Who would believe that a small scene of nature could contain the images of the universe? My favorite time of year is autumn. The leaves on the trees reflect the brilliant colors of the season, and it's the perfect time for long walks in the woods. Away from the noise of the city, the values I hold dearest grow clearer, and I can contemplate some of life's larger questions, questions that never seem to get answered in the normal crush of the daily routine. I can stop by a small stream and relax on a moss-covered rock or inhale the fragrances that only those who walk in the woods truly experience. When I leave this oasis of nature, I am a new man. I'm more alert, more energized, and more alive. Many of the great wisdom traditions have emphasized the restorative power of regular walks in the woods. This life-giving discipline never fails to yield a bounty of welcome results. 54. Get a coach. One of the most effective ways to improve your personal and professional effectiveness and to rise to a new level of excellence is to find a mentor to coach you. Success in business and in life is a connect the dots process. All you need to do is find out the habits, disciplines, and strategies that others have used to obtain their results and connect the dots by duplicating their actions. Once you follow the steps they have taken, in the order they have taken them in, you are bound to get the same results. A personal coach can illuminate your path, encourage you when times get tough, and shave years of your learning curve. In my own life, I have been blessed with many mentors, people who have shown me the fundamentals of effective living and guided me in the right direction when I reached a crossroad. I found most of these special advisors by asking people whom I admired one of the most powerful questions in all of the English language: "Would you please help me?" Not one of the people I approached refused to offer me the gift of their knowledge and the benefit of their experience. Many of my mentors have since become valued friends, and my life would not be what it now is without them. Coaching has become one of the most important elements to a complete program of personal and professional experience. People from all walks of life have recognized this as one of the best ways to create positive changes and lasting results in their lives. As an executive in one of the monthly life coaching programs I offer in cities across the country recently said, "Inspirational books helped me to define my dreams. Being in your personal coaching program showed me precisely how to achieve them, while bringing back the balance in my life." 55. Take a mini vacation. While you cannot go on a major vacation every week, you certainly can go on a minor one. A mini vacation begins with closing the door of your office, holding all calls, and relaxing in your chair. Then close your eyes and begin taking deep breaths. Once you feel deeply at peace, begin to imagine you are at your favorite vacation spot. Vividly see the colors, hear the sounds, and feel the emotions that this special place evokes. After only a few minutes of this mental escape, you will be rejuvenated, ready for the rest of the day ahead. When I take my mini vacations, I picture myself walking through a mountain meadow. I visualize my feet on the dewy grass and savor the splendor of the snow-capped mountains that frame this ideal scene. In the background, I hear the sound of water from a waterfall and imagine what the flowers that fill this field smell like. Our minds are extremely potent devices. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between an image that we envision and one that is real. So this little technique actually fools it into thinking we are taking this quick break from our daily routines and invokes many of the wonderful physical benefits of a real vacation. 56. Become a volunteer. I find a great deal of wisdom in the ancient Persian proverb, I wept because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet. It is so easy to magnify our problems and lose sight of the many blessings we all have to be so very grateful for. Giving the gift of your time by volunteering to serve those who have less than you is an excellent way to remind yourself on a regular basis of the abundance that exists in your life. After a keynote speech on leadership I delivered to the sales team of a large insurance company, a man came up to me and told me he was one of the firm's top producers. One of the reasons for his success, he said, was his habit of spending a few hours a week helping those less fortunate than he was. Seeing what others don't have keeps me awake to all the good things I do have. It prevents me from taking things for granted and, even more importantly, helps me make a difference in the lives of people who really need me. French physician Albert Schweitzer observed, I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know. The only ones among you who will be happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. And in Moro Lindbergh wrote, one can never pay in gratitude, one can only pay in kind somewhere else in life. Volunteering affords you the chance to help others and pay back the debt owed to those who have helped you. 57. Find your 6 degrees of separation. In John Guare's play 6 Degrees of Separation, the character Usia has a conversation with her daughter Tess, in which she offers the following insight. I read somewhere that everybody on this planet is separated by only 6 people. 6 degrees of separation between us and everybody else on this planet. The President of the United States. A gondolier in Venice. Fill in the names. I find that A. tremendously comforting that we are so close, and B. like Chinese water torture that we are so close. Because you have to find the right 6 people to make the connection. It's a profound thought how every person is a new door, opening up into other worlds. 6 degrees of separation between me and everyone else on this planet. But to find the right 6 people. Usia was right. It is profound to think that you and I are separated from all the other people living on this planet by at most 6 people. She was also right in nothing the real challenge, finding the right 6 people to connect you to the person you need to know. One of the things I have done in my own life is to create what I call a hero list, that is, a list of 100 men and women I would most like to meet before I die. Since the law of attraction says that we attract and not outlive that which we focus on, this list is a tool I use to help me connect to the people I most admire. On more than one occasion, the 6 degrees of separation principle has helped me find the right sequence of individuals who have led me to the person I have wanted to meet. And I am continually astounded by how many of the individuals on my list, which includes celebrities, business leaders, and other professional speakers, seem to cross my path in an airport or to be speaking at the same conference that I am or are having lunch at the same place that I am. The very act of listing my heroes seems to create a heightened sense of awareness that helps me spot them when they are close at hand. 58. Listen to music daily. In the most memorable scene of the wonderful movie Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise's character, a hard-driving sports agent, has just signed up one of the hottest draft picks in football. As he drives away from the athlete's home in a state of utter joy, he impatiently searches from station to station on his car radio for the kind of song he can turn up loud and sing along to at the top of his lungs. Finally, to his great delight, he finds it, Tom Petty's hit Free Falling. And he begins to sing his heart out. Do you remember those times when you heard just the right song at just the right moment? Like Jerry Maguire, you started singing out loud and dancing with reckless abandon. In those moments, you felt fully alive, full of energy and truly happy. And all because you heard a few chords strung together in the right sequence. Music can do that to you. Music can lift your mood, put the smile back on your face, and add immeasurably to your quality of life. Get serious about listening to music that inspires you. Build a collection of your favorite pieces and play something that fills your heart with joy every single day of the week. For me, some moods call for a soothing piece of classical music or a soft jazz selection. When I am writing a new book, for example, I will often listen to Johanna Pachelbel's Canon in D or jazz legend Chet Baker's Round Midnight compilation. If you have attended one of my seminars, you might have recognized the more upbeat music played before I step onto the stage. Even when I travel, I bring along my Walkman and listen to inspiring music such as the soundtracks to the movies Braveheart and Everest on the Plane. Listening to even a few minutes of music every day is a simple yet exceptionally powerful way to manage your moods and remain at your best. 59. Write a legacy statement. Someone once said to me that the first 50 years of life are dedicated to building one's legitimacy while the last 50 are devoted to building one's legacy. How true! So many of us spend the first half of our lives striving for achievement and struggling to gain respect. Once we have this legitimacy, whether it comes in the form of prestige or material possessions, we soon realize that something is missing. We then spend the remaining years of our lives trying to do what we should have done from the beginning, create a legacy. One day, my father posted a poem on the door of our fridge. It had been translated from Sanskrit and it read simply, "Spring has passed, summer has gone and winter is here." And the song that I meant to sing remains unsung. I have spent my days stringing and unstringing my instrument. These words were written by a man whose heart was filled with regret over a life half lived. Rather than singing the great song he was destined to sing, he spent his days preparing and waiting until things were just right before he acted, stringing and unstringing his instrument, in his words. Sadly, that time never came. The time to start building your legacy is today, not 10 years from today when you have more time, because we both know that time will never arrive. Reflect on what it is you want to create in your life and, more importantly, what gift you wish to leave the world when you are no longer here. Greatness comes from beginning something that does not end with you. To help me see my own life's legacy more clearly, I have written a personal legacy statement. While many of the corporate executives I work with have personal mission statements, few have considered scripting individual legacy statements. While the former defines your vision of what you want to create while you live, the latter expresses what you aim to leave when you die. There is a distinction between the two. If you think about it, it will help you avoid feeling regret, sadness, and disappointment about what could have been when you reach the end of your life. 60. Find 3 great friends. Cultivating great friendships is one of the surest ways to find more happiness and joy in your life. Recent studies show that those with a wide circle of friends and family live longer, laugh more, and worry less. But friendships, like all other good things in life, take time, energy, and commitment. Having said this, few things will offer greater rewards. As one philosopher wrote many centuries ago, there is nothing in the world more valuable than friendship. Those who banish it from their lives remove as it were the sun from the earth. Because of all of nature's gifts, it is the most beautiful and the most pleasing. As I grew up, my father often said that the person with 3 great friends is a rich person indeed. I have never forgotten this advice and encourage you to take it to heart as well. To build deeper friendships, you must be willing to move out of your comfort zone, break the ice with people you might not know very well, and show sincere warmth. If you plant the seeds of friendship, you are bound to receive a rich harvest of great friends. at a cocktail party, have the courage to walk over to someone you would like to get to know better and introduce yourself. Every human being has a deep need for affection, and most people will be delighted you took the initiative. And if they do not respond to you, so what? Rather than viewing it as rejection, see it as their loss and politely move on to the next person who can benefit from all you have to offer. A while ago, my mother's car had a flat tire while she was on her way to do an errand. She asked a stranger who was watering the lawn in front of her house whether she would mind if Mom left her car in their driveway while she walked to the gas station nearby to get help. The woman said she didn't mind, and so my mother left. After returning and having the flat tire repaired, Mom went to the front door of the house and warmly thanked the owner for her kindness. The woman, in turn, invited my mother in for a cup of tea. Over the next hour, the two of them discovered they had grown up in the same town, gone to the same school, and knew many of the same people. A great friendship developed simply because my mother took the initiative to make a new friend. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.